Hey everybody, welcome to Facebook Live. This is Trainer Joe. We're outside today. Beautiful day. I'm going to answer a couple of questions too that I get frequently. And they are, Joe, is keto healthy? And what do you think about intermittent fasting? So is keto healthy? Well, when I look at that and when I look at people doing keto, one of the things you typically will see is somebody that used to eat milkshakes and Snickers bars and potato chips with not a whole lot of restrictions. They were unhealthy and overweight, going in a bad direction. And now they're eating mostly lean protein and some vegetables and some cheese. They've lost weight, they're healthier, all their numbers are better. What are you going to say to that? They used to drink milkshakes all the time and now they're not. So I'm going to be really slow to criticize that. Now, having said that, it reminds me a little bit of the guy that saved $100,000 in his attic. And all his friends and investors were saying what a dumb thing that is to do, putting money in your attic like that. You could be saving it and earning 2% interest in the bank, and it's not going to be in a dangerous place. Hey, he saved $100,000 in his attic. How much you got? So it's a comparison thing, right? They doing better than they used to do? Then I wouldn't be too hard on them. They used to eat shakes and Snickers all the time, and now they're not. So that's one way to look at keto. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a second. But let's touch on the intermittent fasting. How do you feel about intermittent fasting? Well, how's it working for you? Again, you used to eat crap at midnight. Now you have a 6 or 8 hour window where you're eating, and that's the only time you eat, and it's caused you to lose weight, to be healthier. No doubt you've reduced your intake of most foods, particularly the bad ones, because you're doing this to lose weight. So you've got this window now that you're eating. Yeah, you're getting rest for your digestion, and you're getting some detox with these intermittent fasting in particular, because you're going longer than you're used to without eating, so your digestion is getting cleansed out. So how am I going to complain about people that are doing intermittent fasting? And one of the things and one of the reasons that's helpful is something that St. Augustine said is true and applies here. He said that for many, total abstinence is easier than perfect moderation. And for a lot of people, they just really struggle just to have a little bit. But when they say, I'm not going to have any, I don't get to eat anything during this time period, it's just easier for them. Then do it. We're all looking for tools to help us to be healthier, so use them. Are there better tools than keto and intermittent fasting? Well, let's look at it. Why are you doing it? Why are you doing intermittent fasting? Why did you decide to do keto? Most of the time, it's because you want to lose weight and you struggle and you're looking for something that's going to work for you. Well, if we think about it, why do you need it? Well, you're heavier than you're supposed to be. Why'd you get heavier than you're supposed to be? It wasn't because you didn't have keto. It wasn't because you didn't intermittent fast. Your normal was not good. Your normal was indulgent and entitled to these things. I ate them because I wanted them. I didn't really have any rules. Now you bring in keto lifestyle or intermittent fasting, suddenly you have rules. Well, if you'd have had rules before, you wouldn't need these rules. Is it reasonable for you to do either of these two things forever? Because you're going to have to do it forever, aren't you, for it to really be beneficial, just to A lifestyle. As a lifestyle, is it going to be reasonable for you to do that? Are you willing to do that? I have one friend, she's kind of fanatical with her health. A fanatic is somebody that cares more than you do. She's fanatical. And she told me one time, she said, Joe, I know I'm kind of a health fanatic in the way that I eat and I exercise. She said, I'll tell you why I do that. She said, if I have a heart attack, I just want everybody to be surprised. I think that's pretty good gauge. Would anybody be surprised if you had a heart attack with the way you live? You eat too much, milkshakes, potato chips, and Snickers bars, you're overweight, you don't work out, you smoke? I mean, it's like we're just waiting for your heart attack. At least live in such a way where people would be like, did you hear about Roger? Roger? Well, Roger takes care of himself. That's a surprise. We all should be surprised if you have a heart attack. Yes, you need something that's going to help you eat less crap. And both of those can do that. Less food in general. If you eat just less in general, you'll detox and give your digestion a rest compared to the way you used to do it. Your old normal was crazy. I had a lady in one of my groups. She said, Joe, I just wanted to get to this balance in my life. But whenever I felt like I had balance, I was 50 pounds overweight. Well, that's kind of what a lot of people are. Well, I need something special because my normal is crazy. All we got to do is to get your normal to a relatively healthy place, and you don't need to do these programs. I have no problem with them. If that will help you live a more normal life, then go ahead. If your powder drink helps you live a more normal life, do it. If you counting macros helps you to live a more normal life, do it. If your bar that you eat that has protein and fiber and helps you to do that, then go ahead and do it. If smoking helps you live a more normal life, you got a problem. Don't do that, right? We need to do things that are okay that help us to live a more normal, healthy life. You with me on that? Let's all make it so everybody's surprised if you have a heart attack. If you want some help, we have a free program this Saturday morning at Hope Community Church in Frankfort from 10 to 11:30. Why don't you join us at that? We'll help you get to a normal that you can live with for the rest of your life. Love to see you there. We'll put some info in the comments. I'm Trainer Joe, helping you train your brain and transform your body.